Just a quick one, guys, before we get into today's video. I want you to check out the channel's official clothing store, RFC Clothing. Each design is limited edition and is perfect to wear on a match day, on the terraces at Ibrox, down your local, or cozy in the comfort of your own home. Do browse our t-shirts by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, in today's video, as always, here to bring you up to date with all of the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. That includes a huge bit of Rangers transfer news, as we've got a bit of news with regards to one in and one out, as there has been a bid and an approach made. We'll discuss, of course, that a bit later on. But of course, Rangers currently out in Eindhoven, out in the Netherlands, doing their sort of first week of pre-season before we see the Jers back in action, of course, this Saturday as they do take on Ajax Amsterdam. I probably will be doing a live watch along for it. I'm thirsting for a bit of Rangers football, and I want to kind of see what's changed. I know there's not overall, it's not going to be massive amounts of changes just yet. We've still got a long way to go in the transfer market and all these kind of things. We're still very early in pre-season, but I do want to see, if there is a few changes. I want to see a little bit of the newer players and see what they're all about. I'm desperate. I like international football, yes, in the tournaments, but there's nothing beats watching Rangers, regardless of it being friendly. So yeah, very much looking forward to that game. The week of preparations are just going to be continuing. Rangers, of course, have been updating us with regards to it, on their social medias, like all these kind of stuff. And the main sort of topics around the football club at this moment in time has been kind of with regards to the whole stadium fiasco. However, over the last sort of 12 hours, there has been some transfer news emerged, despite it being very, very quiet. I said recently that our incoming sort of pipeline had been very, very quiet, and that there had not been too much movement in regards to potential transfer targets and all these kind of things. It's been, radio silence. But we are getting reports this morning stating that Rangers are reportedly keeping a very close eye on Lennon Miller this summer and had sent scouts to watch the player in action last weekend. According to Scottish media, officials took in the 2-1 win over Livingston, where the 17-year-old Miller played a role in his team's second goal, and they are watching at this moment in time. Now, Lennon Miller, of course, is an up-and-coming Scottish talent, 17 years old, fits that sort of profile as young up-and-coming players, and it's being reported by Scottish media that we've sent scouts to watch him over this week, and we are closely monitoring him, looking to potentially make a swoop for him this summer. Now, I would say this is a no-brainer. I've said time and time again, and we've kind of we've done the right thing of getting Connor Barron, getting the younger Scottish talents. We can't be letting, as Rangers Football Club, the biggest club in Scotland, we cannot be allowing young Scottish players going out of our league without us throwing our hat in the ring to see if we want the player. Now, look, we've seen already the Scotland national team, you can have whatever you want to say about it, but they are improving. There's a lot of players within that Scottish national team now, and you're thinking, a lot of them would get into the Rangers team. You're talking about Scott McTominay's, you're talking about Billy Gilmore's, you're talking about John McGinn's, you're talking about these kind of players, Lewis Ferguson's, Josh Doig's, Harren Hickey, the list goes on. These kind of players you would take in the Rangers team, but we can no longer let the new batch slip through the net. We've got to be the first team to go, right, yeah, we want him. And there is going to be players. A lot of fans, and not a lot of fans to be fair, but a lot of people are snobby towards getting Scottish players just because they play for a Motherwell or just because they play for this, that and the other. However, players, they started to go on to different routes and go out to the other way. So again, we need to start monitoring these talents and bring them in through the door. And I think Lennon Miller is the perfect example of this. And it's great to see that Rangers are potentially keeping a close eye on the player with a prospect of making a move for him this summer. According to Scottish media, scouts have been out to see him over the past weekend. So yes, 17-year-old. And yes, super young with a massive, massive ceiling, and we should be all over that signing. So that's with regards to the potential incoming Scottish media today. However, reports have come out in Italy stating that Caligari have reportedly made an approach to bring Cyriel Dessers back to the Serie A, but Rangers' asking price at this moment in time is €5 million. Now, this Cyriel Dessers one doesn't seem to be going anywhere. There seems to be a lot of interest in Cyriel Dessers at this moment in time. A lot of clubs currently linked to him, and I'm fairly surprised. Kind of. I didn't think there would be a hope in hell, to be honest, with him on a sort of 4-year contract that he would be going this summer. Now, again, it is a touchy subject, and I see a lot of people, divide on the Cyriel Dessers situation. But my personal opinion on it is, if Rangers get €5 million for Cyriel Dessers, we need to bite the hand off of it. Now, some people say, oh, he can come good. He scored the second amount of goals. Guys, his XG, or his expected goals, is absolutely humping. It's stinking. It's really bad, and I think with €5 million we can get a better striker who's more prolific, that'll put away those bigger chances. So if there's €5 million cutting about on the table for Cyriel Dessers, we absolutely do need to take it. I think Milioski would be better. I think Lawrence Shankland would be better, and all of those players would cost around sort of the less than the €5 million mark. So again, I like Cyriel Dessers. I think he's a nice guy. But guys, if there is a murmur of us getting €5 million, we absolutely have to take it. Reports are coming out of Italy stating that Caligari have made an approach for the player. Whether that's a bid or not, I don't know. However, Rangers seem at this moment in time that it isn't sufficient enough, as they are still sticking by their €5 million valuation. So I do think Dessers will leave just by how many clubs are currently linked to him. It's already early parts of July. We've still got 2 months to run of the transfer window, and there just seems to be a lot of stuff with regards to Cyriel Dessers. PAOK, Saudi Arabia, clubs in Italy. It just seems like there's a lot of clubs currently interested, so we shouldn't have too much of a problem of getting that €5 million. So that's the reports there today with regards to Cyriel Dessers. Caligari have made an approach, but it's not at our sort of valuation, so we'll have to wait and see with regards to that. But I am always interested into the people that are opposed to letting go Cyriel Dessers, and I kind of ask why. What's the reasoning behind that? I do often wonder why you wouldn't want to get rid of Cyriel Dessers for €5 million. I simply think you can get someone that could be way more prolific than him for that same price. So if we were to get it, I absolutely would bite the hand off of it for it. But Rangers fans, that's all I've really got for you today. Hopefully a bit more transfer news we're going to be getting as the week goes on. The Euros is nearly concluded, same with the Copa America. We're at our second semi-final tonight. England, of course, taking on Netherlands. And then, of course, the Copa America last semi-final is tonight as well before the final. And then hopefully the whole world of football's transfers will keep get going, really kickstart this summer, because we've got a lot of work to do before that first game, our first competitive game on the 3rd of August, which is now less than a month away. But Rangers fans, do let me know your thoughts on Lennon Miller. Would you be all over that transfer? Yes or no? And let me know your thoughts on Cyriel Dessers down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. And remember to check out our brand new summer drop. The link is down in the description, or go to rfcclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care.